So we're here at Baalbek. This is the famous quarry, which is just about less than a kilometre from the main Baalbek site. Behind me is the Stone of the South, or the Stone of the Pregnant Woman it's also called, and just beneath that, over that side, is the 1,650 ton stone that was found and rediscovered and dug out in 2014. So this is really rewriting the history of the planet here, because people like Graham Hancock and other researchers suggest these are pre-Roman, these are ancient sites. There's even legends that state this was built by Cain, who was linked with the patriarchs of the Bible going back many thousands of years, and it was peopled and built by giants connected with Cain. There's also stories about Kronos and the Titans being involved in this, and there's other stories of giants like the Nephilim being involved. There's so much going on here with the prehistory, with the local folklore and traditions that have been recorded for the last couple of hundred years. And if the Romans did build this site, did build Baalbek completely, including the platform, why didn't they reuse this? Was this completely buried in sand and dirt? Why wasn't it reused? It's just too incredible. This is roughly 1,000 tons, more or less exactly, just a fraction over 1,000 tons. This one. We're going to go and look at the other quarry, which has got an unnamed stone, which is about 1,240 tons. But it's the 1,650 ton one. That's the really interesting one, combined with the whole mythology and stories, which we'll get more into when we go to the other quarries and we go to the Baalbek temple itself. So this is the western stone. This is the other stone, which is just the other side of the road in the quarry at Baalbek. It's 1,240 or so tons. It's got chunks carved out of it, and you can see it seems to be deeper than the other one. Why they didn't take this one, why they didn't use it, I don't know, but you can see all around the whole place has been quarried with caves everywhere. So this is the second largest one. It's bigger than the Stone of the Pregnant Woman or the Stone of the South, but not as big, not as bulky as the one that was discovered in 2014, the 1,650 ton stone. So this is pretty amazing. It's just like a rubbish dump though. They're just throwing tyres and everything else around here, but it's a real privilege to be here. You got to go all the way uphill, nearly a kilometre, all the way to the Baalbek site. So this really does look like it's one of the largest stones here at Baalbek, probably the size of one of the 400 ton stones. We're just heading down towards the west side of the temple. So this is on the southern edge of the west part of the temple with the big columns here. I'm not sure the name of this part, but this has caught my attention. Not only that, over here we have a whole row of stones which are at least 12 feet tall and about 25 or 30 feet long, suggesting these are all several hundred tons. So this one is immense on its own. It would obviously go down behind the steps. And over here we have similar sized ones, much more weathered. This must have been protected by rubble. Absolutely amazing. Baalbek is becoming my favourite megalithic site already. So we have a whole wall here going all the way along, like a part of the foundations, part of the platform, of extremely large blocks. These weren't carved from the bedrock, these were bought from the quarry and they were placed here. Now these are in excess, these have to be more than 400 tons. It's hard to estimate at the moment. We're going to go up top and see how deep they are, maybe take some measurements if we can. They're so big it's almost impossible. But as I walk down here, you'll just see the magnitude of these. I mean, look. This is at least 12 foot tall, maybe 15 feet. Look how wide it is, it's like 12 paces.